здесь вот квест у меня отмечен. Вот, но он не будет же.
Что не будет же?
На карте отмечаться или должен?
Будет, ну. Ты просто выбери другой, ну, тыкни сделать актив.
Так, подожди, вот этот. Все, вот теперь должен на карте показаться. Или нет? Пыльный город. Вот, в алмазных залах. Как раз вышел. Потому что в пыльном городе другой челик.
Legion of the Dead sighted battling Darkspawn near Orzammar. They have no orders while throne stands empty. Make Harrowmont...
Welcome to Lord Harrowmont's estate.
Он как этот. Welcome to Citadel System. Ну правильно.
Welcome to Lord Harrowmont's estate.
Ну да.
Так, ну что?
I heard there was a Grey Warden here. I am Dulin Forrender, second to Lord Harrowmont, King Endrin's own choice as successor. Word is spreading that the surface may suffer a blight. It is shameful we are not in a better position to help.
Второе. Сразу втыкну в него договором.
Не, он тебе скажет, идите в жопу, нам насрать на ваш мор, тут у нас он каждый день.
Тогда второе.
In an ordinary time, Lord Harrowmont would be honored to meet you. Unfortunately, we've already caught more than one of Balin's spies approaching Harrowmont under a pretense of friendship. So I'm afraid I won't be able to take your word. If you want to speak to Harrowmont, you will need to prove he can trust you.
Ну, первый.
That's a generous offer. If you mean it, you might attend the proving today. The Deshers take it very seriously. And unfortunately, Balin found some way to blackmail or intimidate House Harrowmont's best fighters into stepping down.
Второе или первое? То есть если будет первое, то я прям сразу буду по ходу за Харуманта. Если второе, то...
Ну, как хочешь.
That would be enlightening. Though I hope you won't pry too deeply into things they don't wish revealed. If you wish to show your loyalty, enter the proving as his lordship's champion. With your order's reputation, I've no doubt the ancestors would favor your arm.
And this is to be your king. One who cannot keep his own men from running like frightened children.
Lord Harrowmont does not use threats or intimidation to motivate his men. He leads by example.
Ah, I see. So it's his example they follow as they cower from this Prince Balin.
How dare you slander Lord Harrowmont?
Why should we ally ourselves with someone too scared even to grant us an audience?
Нет, понимаю, наверное, да? Тогда будет... Мы этого флеша, наверное, еще больше расположим. Блин, реально флеш, блин, ускоренный.
Да не знаю, как хочешь. Давай, ты что хочешь?
Давай второе.
Were I you, I would seek a stronger king than this Haramont.
Surely you don't mean Balin.
Блин.
Почему нет, я подумаю.
Ну вот мы думаем.
Ну давай, я не знаю, давай первое.
Ты за Хараумонта.
Да я не помню, они на самом деле одинаковые, тут без разницы, кого ты выберешь.
Ну, по факту, в принципе, да, но ты говоришь, ты с одним уже была, как бы, а с другим нет, да?
Ну, я, по-моему, всегда Белина выбирала, потому
Давай.
что он нормальный.
А этого ты не знаешь.
Нет, я знаю его, естественно, тут просто ты с двумя болтаешь. Ну, игры без разницы, ни на что не влияет.
Но если я сейчас Заврану скажу, что он прав,
Ну,
то...
отдашь ему кучу подарков.
Нет, отдам ему на один подарок меньше. Потому что сейчас... Ладно, давай Хараумонт.
Have it your way.
Then you agree to fight in Haramont's name. Balin would never work with anyone who humiliated him in that way. Haramont would have no fear of meeting with you then. Excellent. The arena is located off the Commons. Talk to the Proving Master and tell him you're entering Lord Haramont's roster. The key fighters we lost were Guidon and Baisel. You can look for them in the fighters' preparation chambers behind the ring. And be sure it's before the fights begin. After the first bout, no one may change the roster. If you need to find me again, I will wait in the Tapster's Tavern off the Commons. There is no better place to hear gossip. Perhaps even word of your victory.
Уран -3.
Куплю ему подарок. Так, узнать, почему Байзел не хочет и почему Гвидон не хочет сражаться. Так, Байзел Хараумонт. О, они даже... Это даже его брат, что ли, или какой-нибудь? Ладно. Ладно, пойдем. За арену, я так понимаю. Кстати, 50 минут. Сейчас здесь похожу, немножко покажу.
Your desire is my command.
Ой, какой он там в пыльке.
Неважно, я нечаянно нажал, хотел сюда пройти.
House Haramont is honored to have you here.
Тяжелый дворфит шлем. Ладно, мы сейчас все заберем. Он такой простой, без всего. По крайней мере, если что продать можно будет. Пришел такой.
Будешь читать
Да,
сразу?
почитаю. Дорогой мой лорд Хараумонт, моя вина висит на мне тяжким грузом. Я знаю, каким я был глупцом. Лишь глупец способен вырвать у себя из груди сердце и сжечь его в угоду видимости. Я позволил совету отправить свое чадо в изгнание и на верную смерть, потому что боялся, что обвинение в убийстве Триана подорвет репутацию нашего дома. Эти долгие годы вы были моим щитом и моей опорой. Спасибо вам за это. Но я должен просить еще об одном. Я понимаю, что шансов выжить на глубинных тропах мало, но вдруг. Даже малейший след или намек облегчит мою участь. Отправьте туда своих людей, разведчиков, всех, кто пойдет. Че?
Ну,
Биллин считает, что я сумасшедший. Он говорит, что если о моем желании узнают, наш дом будет погублен. Он не понимает, что Эдуканы уже погибли. Я разрушил наш дом, когда отказался от самого дорогого. Пожалуйста, Вера, помоги мне. Я обращаюсь к вам не как король, а как отец. Это вот этот Эдукан, который...
What is your desire?
You must be under great strain with the blight upon the land. I will pray to the stone for you.
Ну, что типа Белин, ну, в жопу идет и за Харомонта будет топить. Что я подумала, что броня на твоей минке такая же, как у ты взял. Ну нет, они немножко разные. Потому что у брони шкурноплечники, а на минке и лапы медвежьи.
Так, арена у нас если
It'll be 2 years tomorrow. By all the holy sodding ancestors, how can you people just ignore that?
Bronca didn't go alone, Ogren. She took the whole house, everybody but you. So just get over to Tapster's and drown yourself already. You know as well as I do that's how this always ends.
You think I'm afraid of some cub warrior who's barely off the teat? Ha! I'll...
You lift a weapon or attack a single citizen in Orzammar, and you're stripped of your caste and exiled. Even you can't have forgotten that. Get out of here before I call a guardsman.
It is begun.
Потом тогда.
So, I've been hearing rumors that a certain wine merchant is falling behind.
So let us pretend that I do, indeed, believe that murder is wrong.
We are not having this conversation.
Were I to believe such a thing, what would I do with it? Feeling guilt about things one can no longer change seems so very time-consuming, with little hope for actual gain.
But you could change what you do in the future.
What would that require exactly? It seems to me that feeling guilty would take up a great deal of my time as it is.
Perhaps you could save a life instead. One for every life you have taken.
That is a great many lives to save and feel guilty as well. Perhaps I could do one or the other.
It is not a game, Zephyrin. You either know right from wrong, or you do not.
I am so confused. I think I may cry. May I lay my head in your bosom?
No. No, you may not.
You are so very cruel. How is it that you do not feel guilty?
I feel guilty for ever having spoken to you.
Обновилась там что-то.
can't wait to watch Piotr fight. He's so accomplished.
They don't kill each other in the arena, do they? I mean, why would anyone find that entertaining?
Подвигнула самая белая место, чтобы
Я
это
вот
не
тоже.
видно.
Вот Байзел. Она как раз это вот
Да я уже прочитала.
Look, I already told the Proving Master I withdrew. Do you have to keep harassing me?
так.
Да-да-да. А, чё?
Давай, третья.
Well, that sounded genuine. If you weren't looking for me, do me a favor and pretend I never said anything.
Почему он здесь стоит? Мог бы уйти.
Может быть, два?
I left the Proving on my own business, and I have no intention of discussing it.
Ща мы
Можно
его
убедить.
убедим, да.
Look, it's just, when I was younger, I had a thing with this Idukan girl, Revelka. Lesser cousin, nowhere near the throne. Her family wanted her marrying up, so they matched her with a BMO. But we didn't exactly stop seeing each other.
Вот идеал. И вилла. Ладно.
Может, три?
I thought we were discreet, but she's married to a Desher's heir. He'd kill me if he knew. So I have to slink out of here like some worthless brand for fear Balin will tell the whole city.
Может, три?
No. One of his fighters, a woman named Miyaja, she's the one who threatened to expose me.
Первая.
They have letters. Love letters Revelka wrote me. If they were made public, she'd be disgraced. Her husband would cast her aside, and I would be lucky to be allowed to die in a duel. You'd do that? I don't know how to thank you. I know it's my own fault, but I'd have married her if I could. If you can make sure that evidence doesn't get out, I'd be happy to fight in the Proving. But you need to find them quickly. Registrations close once the first bout starts.
Так, раздобыть и письма Байзела. Байзел девушка из Дукана. Врученный с другим. Миаджа, одна из бойцов Велина, нашла эти письма и угрожает рассказать о них всем, если Байзел не откажется от участия в испытании. Так, Байзел смысл. Это мне тогда нужно идти в этот дом, или сразу можно сходить во втором, чтобы узнать, что как.
Ну, конечно.
Интересно, это Варик. Пройдем к Варику.
Варик.
Не, не Варик. К Варику подходить не Варик. А какой еще?
Watch for Piotr Idukan. He's won the squad combat 4 years running. He has 11 decapitations so far. He needs just 3 more for the one-season record.
В следующих частей, но это не он.
Ну ладно,
Тот Варик живет на поверхности всегда.
ладно. Все они Варики одинаковые.
Как бомжа.
Так,
Тот
полагаете...
без растительности на лице.
Front row seats at every grand proving since my father took me on his shoulders. Name's Varric. I got a controlling interest in a mine off the old Roostin Tig. But my backers know not to hand me a pick any day there's blood on the stone, if you know what I mean.
Правила спросить?
Ой, что хочешь, я что-то уже не слежу за...
Sure. Like King Endrin was just a noble. A proving is a sacred art. Any dispute brought to the proving ground is settled by the ancestors' decision, and no one can protest it.
Такой я в камеру попал.
They change from round to round. Sometimes it's bare hands, sometimes weapons, sometimes pairs or squads. It's announced when the fight begins. That's about all the warning anyone gets. Me? Are you out of your mind? I'm a miner, not a warrior. Sure. Like King Endrin was just a noble. A proving is a sacred art. Any dispute brought to the proving ground is settled by the ancestors' decision, and no one can protest. I'm telling you, Piotin will take the prize. You can put gold on it.
It is begun.
You new in the fights? I don't remember seeing you before. It's a pleasure. Sorry it can't be longer. Name's Guidon, and I just tendered my resignation. Somehow I don't think the ancestors will favor me today. It's not so much what happened, as what's going to. I heard from a reliable source Lord Harriman's already given up the throne. Balin called this whole proving to let his lordship save face when he concedes. Oh? And where did you hear this? That's more reliable than a member of the Assembly. Well, that's not what I expected. I know Lord Harrimont. He's an upstanding man. He'd never lie to someone's face. Maybe you're right. I'm just a warrior. I've always tried to stay out of these noble politics. If I find out this whole thing was some flunky of Balin's lying to me for his own gain, I'll... Maybe I will at that.
As you say.
Пойдешь потом в город?
Guards, remove this intruder. Guards, remove this intruder.
The proving's almost starting. I should leave if you haven't found anything. Where did you get those? No, I don't want to know. Just thank you. I can't say what it means to know my Revelka is safe.
Не, он сказал, типа, что у Миаджи они находятся. Я просто...
Где угодно могла их хранить. Кроватью. Подушках. Все в писах.
Ну вот я нашел его письма раньше, чем саму Миаджи. Так. Я могу вот это выбрать.
Ну давай.
I will be glad to fight for Harrimont in the provings. Thank you again, friend.
Странно, 200 FPS, они как-то приседают такой. Ну, знаешь, какое там ощущение, не то, что они приседают, да, как вот мультик мы про Спуди смотрели последний, такая анимация.
Не может на своем экране быть.
Я имею в виду, что игра выдает 200 FPS, но по идее они не должны. Либо это прям микро-микро. Ладно. Все, я, короче, иду на испытание.
The proving will begin shortly. I'm sure you can find a place in the stands. Or were you here to take part in the fight?
Я буду драться на стороне Лорда.
Well, that's a surprise. Never thought the Grey Wardens would take an interest in our king. Let me just put you into the schedule here. Now, is there a particular name you wish listed?
Серый страж или...
Давай, да им наплевать, давай первый.
We'll just call you Grey Warden, seeing as those human names are a real burr to pronounce. We actually have an opening in the first round. Are you ready to start?
Готов, полна
С кем я буду драться?
Looks like Suwern's drawn first bout. He was one of the youngest champions ever. Beat his own father at 12 years old. All for the right to earn his battle status 2 years early. Are you ready to start? Fight start at the gong and go to first blood. No eye gouging, no groin pulls. The rules of each bout will be announced when it starts. You should be comfortable with normal weapons and lyrium enhanced weapons in single combat, pairs, or battle units. Are you ready to start? That's what I like to hear. I will warn you, though. This is your last chance to make preparations or meet the competition. Once the fights begin, there are no new additions to the roster. All withdrawals are treated as losses and a sign of the ancestors' disfavor. Do you want to start, or would you like some time? The fighters' quarters are behind the ring.
Короче, драться иду.
Go down to the ring, then. I'll be right there.
А я буду один драться или с командой своей?
This is a glory proving, fought under the eyes of the paragons of Orzammar to honor the memory of King Endrin. First up is Suwern of the warrior caste. Many of you remember when Suwern made history as a lad of 12 by defeating his own father in this very ring. Today, he fights as a champion for Prince Balin. Opposing him, in Lord Harrimant's name, is a member of the famed Grey Wardens.
In the name of House Idukan and our future King Balin,
Я сразу вспомнил, знаешь, это игры на там, плейке, например, там гоночки, когда ты едешь, и тут дороги стоят просто четко. Так, ладно, я скажу во славу дома Дукан нашего будущего врага Белина. Не, это вот этот чувак. Ну тогда во славу лорда Харамонта.
First warrior to fall is vanquished. Fight!
do it.
More fools they.
Most excellent.
The winner is the Grey Warden! That was an exciting start, Warden. Sawern is rarely trounced, and so thoroughly. Are you ready for your next opponent? Next, you're up against Miaja and Lukejan. As twins, they've always been allowed to fight as a single person. They're warrior caste, but their mother was a smith, so watch out for Miaja's hammer. And don't forget Lukejan. Most fighters do, and end up with a knife in their spine. Are you ready to begin? All right then, I'll see you out there. This is a glory proving, fought under the eyes of the paragons of Orzammar to honor the memory of King Endrin. This round, Haramont's champion takes on the notorious duo, the warrior caste twin terrors, now fighting for Prince Balin, Miaja and Lukejan.
May the stone honor you.
When you fall.
First warrior to fall is vanquished. Fight!
It shall be done. Very well.
Fight! Let us do it quickly!
No quarter!
It is begun. As you say. anything like that.
The winner is the Grey Warden! Well, that was an exciting bout. 2-on-1, and you took them both easily. Are you ready for your next opponent? Well, this bout should be quick and dirty. You'll be fighting Hanashan, one of the legendary Silent Sisters. She's a ferocious fighter, and dedicated enough to cut out her own tongue. Are you ready to begin? Watch yourself. This crowd will only wait so long. Good, you're back. I was about to start looking for you. Are you ready to fight? The crowd is eager to see another victory. Go down to the ring then. I'll be right there. This is a glory proving. Fought under the eyes of the Paragons of Orzammar to honor the memory of King Endrin. Haramont's champion cleared the stone, but can she hold out against the Paragon's own favorites, the Silent Sisters? We'll find out as the Warden faces Lady Hanashan, who proved her worth to Paragon Ashtith the Grey by cutting out her own tongue. And to our Prince Balin by fighting in his name. First warrior to fall is vanquished. Fight!
It shall be done.
More fools they!
The winner is the Grey Warden! Haramont will be pleased, Warden. The Silent Sister support was a great boost for Balin. Are you ready for your next opponent? This should be a good match. You'll battle Wojek Ivo, master of all weapons, prisoner of none. He makes it a point never to use the same technique twice. Are you ready to begin? All right then, I'll see you out there. This is a glory proving. Fought under the eyes of the Paragons of Orzammar to honor the memory of King Endrin. This round is paired combat. Just as Kiatchet fought as King Bloodlik II defending our empire, so have dwarves always fought alongside a second. Master of all weapons, prisoner of none. Wojek Ivo has never won the same way twice. What will he do today, lords and ladies? And will it win the day for Prince Balin? Grey Warden, choose your second, for you face Wojek Ivo and Valans. Last one standing will be declared victor. Fight!
Yes.
You're going down.
Let's have it!
it.
You're going down.
The winner is the Grey Warden! Wojciech Ivo is one of the best this arena has seen, Warden. Harriman picked wisely. Are you ready for your next opponent? This is the championship round. A full squad-on-squad combat. Piotr Naidukin leads the same team he's taken to victory in over a dozen Deep Roads expeditions. Are you ready to face the final test? May the ancestors choose wisely. This is a glory proving, fought under the eyes of the paragons of Orzammar to honor the memory of King Endrin. Only 2 warriors remain. Fighting for his royal cousin Balin, Piotr Naidukin has led his team to triumph over every unit so far. Challenging him on behalf of Lord Harriman, the Grey Warden has risen from nothing to stand at the competition's summit. Each will lead a full unit of 4 soldiers to see once and for all whom the ancestors favor.
You fight well, but your judgment is questionable. The throne will never leave House Naidukin.
Last one standing will be declared victor. Fight!
Let's go!
I shall do it.
Send me.
Yes.
Slay them all!
I must maintain.
Fun, no?
At your order.
Урайдюген!
Там крикнул ходу.
Дуки. Ну, я не знаю.
Need help?
Send me.
Let's grab some
Glory! Quickly! We must fight!
Nice swing.
Direct me.
I love this game.
Here.
This really gets the blood pumping. Oh, another battle it is.
The winner is the Grey Warden! Congratulations! You defeated the man Prince Trian himself once called the Horns of my army. Do you deny this Grey Warden has earned the championship? Then it is my honor to declare this Grey Warden champion of the Proving, who has shown that the ancestors favor Lord Heremont. The ancestors speak through you. Congratulations, Warden.